Good morning, grade 4. I hope you had a great weekend. I know that you have a lot of things to do from all your subjects, but I believe that you can do it. All right, so from the previous week, we already discussed that United States has a variety of landforms and waterways. Today we are in lesson 3 and we're going to talk about the climate in the United States. By the end of this lesson, grade 4, you'll be able to understand the factors that influence and define weather and climate. And number 2, you'll be able to compare and contrast climates in the United States. For a quick starter question, what are the adjectives you may use to describe weather and climate? By the way, when you say adjectives, are words that describe something. Okay, so look at the illustration here. Think of the word that describe or say something about weather and climate. Okay, so we have some examples here. You may say gloomy, windy, you have cloudy, you can also say foggy, freezing, stormy. And there are several more grade 4, okay? So you can say today is kind of damp or humid, warm or warmer. So there are several things as I've said. So we're going to find out more about climate as we continue this lesson. Here are the vocabulary words of this lesson. Okay, number 1, we have temperature. It tells how hot or cold the air is, or it is a degree of hotness or coldness that can be measured using a thermometer. Okay, remember thermometer is an instrument that used to measure or that measures temperature. Okay, number 2, we have climate. It is the kind of weather a place has over a long time. I want you to remember the phrase a long time, okay, so that you will not get confused between weather and climate. Because when you say weather grade 4, it occurs on a daily basis. Okay, the weather that we experience today could be completely different than weather we have tomorrow. Okay, number 3, we have the word precipitation. It is the water that falls to Earth's surface as rain, sleet, hail, or snow. Okay, so it is the release of water from the sky. It can also be solid or liquid. Okay, and number 4, the last one, we have humidity. It is the amount of moisture in the air. So humidity from the word humid, which is an adjective. So when you describe something humid grade 4, it gives us the feeling of being damp or even sweltering when temperature is also high. Alright, so again, the vocabulary words we have in this lesson are temperature, climate, precipitation, and humidity. Let's find out more what is climate. Earlier, we defined that it is the kind of weather a place has over a long time. It's like a weather grade 4, but over a long time, as I've said, such as years or centuries. And then weather occurs on a daily basis. For example, the climate here in Carar is dry, that it rarely rains, isn't it? However, on days when it does rain, the weather is rainy for that day. So the climate doesn't change, and it's still a dry climate. Alright, so to describe climate, you have to look for the patterns in the weather over many years. Effects of weather and climate. How did the weather in your community today affect you? For example, grade 4, after you wake up in the morning, what is one of the first decisions that you make? For example, you're going somewhere. Yes, you have to decide you're going to choose which outfit or clothes you're going to wear, isn't it? So you're going to think, am I going to wear sandals or shoes? Am I going to wear my sweater and scarf? Do I need sunglasses? The answers to all these questions will depend on one thing, the weather. So let's find out more. Now take a look at all these pictures below. Then describe the weather illustrated and how the weather affects people's lives. So you may pause the video grade 4 if you need more time, alright? You have to remember that climates vary from place to place. Still, no matter where you live, weather and climate play an important role in daily life of people. For example, here, they affect the clothes people wear and where they choose to live. And number 2, they can also affect how people earn a living and what they do for fun. Now that you already found out what a climate is, next session we're going to discuss a variety of climates. All right, so different parts of the world have different climates. So we will find out more the many reasons for those differences. Before we end this lesson grade 4, please remember that temperature, precipitation, and wind determine a place, weather, and climate, which have great effect on people's lives. All right, so that's for today. I hope you've learned something. Bye for now.